Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Tiffany from Breakfast with Tiffany. So today I'm going to do a get to know me tag. I've seen a few YouTubers do it, and I thought it would be a good idea since I'm new to YouTube. That way I can let you guys know a little bit about me. So stay tuned if you're interested in getting to know Tiffany. Okay, y'all, let's get started. There are 30 questions, so I want to go ahead and get started so it doesn't take as long. I'm going to be reading from my laptop. That's why I keep looking down. Okay, so question number 1. What is your middle name? My middle name is Nicole, which is probably the most common middle name that goes with Tiffany. Every Tiffany I know is like a Tiffany Nicole or maybe a Tiffany Sharice. I know a Tiffany Sharice, but Nicole is my middle name. What is your favorite color? Red, honey. Yes, ma'am. Ever since I can remember, I have always picked up the red crayon, red color pencil, red marker, red lipstick, red handbag, red couch, red pots. Everything red. I don't wear a lot of red, but yes, red. And then the next one would be orange. And I remember when I was younger, my mom had a friend who made hair bows, and she asked me one time what color hair bow I wanted, and I was like red and orange, and my mom was like, you cannot have a red and orange hair bow because those colors clash. I had a red and orange hair bow, and I wore it and would. Okay, the next one is who was your first best friend? This one is kind of difficult because I don't think I really have best friends. I'm not a big best person or favorite person. I know I said my favorite color was red, but that's probably about the only thing I know like for certain is best or favorite. So I would have to say when I was in school, like I remember I would hang out with Katie, Tiffany, Monique, Aaron, Stacy. Those are the people that I remember hanging out when I was younger. So they are who I would consider best friend, if I could say best friend. I'm not in contact with any of them now, but if I had to, I would say they were my first best friends. How tall are you? I am 5'8.5", and don't you forget that half, okay? I need all of that. I like being tall for a girl anyway. The next one is cats or dog. And I would have to say that I am a dog person. I don't like cats. They sneaky. Can't trust them. Dog all the way. If I had to choose, dog. Funniest moment throughout school. So I can't really remember like a specific moment, but like, okay, choir, we were, oh my gosh, like off the chain. I was in concert choir. And even our choir director was like, I have never had a group of people like y'all. Like, I got my first in conduct. And me and Vel Ristine would just do whatever we wanted to do. Like, we were off the chain. Like, I never gave my sheet music back. We were supposed to turn it in at the end of the year. Nope. Wasn't giving it back. And I'm not giving it back. So, listen, G-Rob, I still got that sheet music, and I use it from time to time. So yeah, so choir, we would just do crazy, dumb stuff. It was funny. We was very silly. Like, we were really silly in high school. How many countries have you visited? So I have visited a lot of places on this side, like would be considered North America. The only other country outside of North America I ever visited was Asia. I've been to Asia before. I went to last year, I went to Dubai and Abu Dhabi. So North America and Asia are the only two countries I've visited. I've gone to other places, but those are the only two. So I'm trying to get some more continents at this trying to visit some more. Oh wait, it's countries, not continents. Oh, I visited a lot of countries. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I can't even begin to count. Are you in college? Have you gone to college? I have absolutely gone to college. I do appreciate my experience in college. I attended the Tennessee State University in Nashville, Tennessee, where I obtained a Bachelor's of Science degree in Architectural Engineering from the College of Engineering and Technology. One thing, let me tell you, y'all. One thing Tennessee State University taught me, if it didn't teach me nothing else, and it has taught me a lot, but if it didn't teach me nothing else, it taught me about being persistent. You got to be persistent on them people. You got to always be in the financial aid office and make sure you don't get purged. Make sure you're in the bursar's office. Make certain that you didn't pay that bill. Listen, persistent. Tennessee State University. Thank you so much. The next question is, what was your favorite or worst subject in high school? My favorite subject in high school, I would have to say, was Latin. I really liked Latin. I really did. Didn't really teach me nothing that I could use today, but I did enjoy taking Latin. Big ups to my Latin teacher, Miss Brooks. What is your favorite drink? Water. H2O with no ice. Don't you put ice in my water. I just want it straight up, not on the rocks. What is your favorite animal? And honestly, I don't have one. I'm not a real animal person. Like, I don't hate them, but I don't like them. Like, I don't like them, but I don't hate them. Like, they're indifferent. I couldn't care less about them. So let me straighten it up, because now I'm gonna get people saying, "Oh, you're an animal hater." I'm not an animal hater. I just can live without them. It's not like, oh my gosh, I love pandas. I don't really care about pandas. Like, if I go to the zoo, it's like, oh, hey, Mr. Panda, but I don't have a favorite animal. Sorry. What is your favorite perfume? So listen, y'all know I love a scent. I love a scent. So once again, I don't have a favorite. I would have to, I don't have a favorite, but if I could just throw some scents out there, I don't know, Decadence by Marc Jacobs, Gucci, Guilty, Play by Givenchy, Michael by Michael Kors, Coco Mademoiselle Chanel, Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf, Nirvana White and Nirvana Black. I actually like to wear those two together, but if I don't wear them together, then I'm gonna wear the Nirvana Black by itself. What else? I love a perfume, and it doesn't have to be like name brand. Like, I like oils. I just like anything that smells good. Listen, I need y'all out here smelling like something. Don't just be walking around here smelling like nothing. Like, smell like something. So look, we could take, this could be it. This could be the entire get to know me video. Fragrances and scents and perfumes. So I don't have a favorite, but if I had to choose, those will be the ones that I would say, at least I have now. Those are the ones that I wear now, often. So yeah. Tea or coffee? I would have to say both, because I love my chai tea lattes with no water. And then I like coffee too. So for instance, if I go to Starbucks, I want a grande red eye with 7 pumps of peppermint and room for cream. So it just depends on how I feel. I like a tea and I like a coffee. So don't make me choose, because I'm not going to. So what would you name your children? When I get ready to have children, I have a lot of boys' names that I like. Not too many girls. So boys, I definitely like Caleb. Definitely like Jacob for everything that they, not Jacob, Caleb and Joshua for everything that they represent in the Bible. I also like Micah. Micah is a really good one. And then for a young lady, I like Eden. And I like Chloe too for a young lady's name. I used to like India, but not so much. So yeah, those are my names. But at the end of the day, it's going to be up to myself and my husband. It's not just going to be my decision. So it just depends. All right, the next one is, what sports do you play or have you played? So when I was in school, in concert choir, we couldn't play a sport. Like, the only thing we could do was concert choir. So if we wanted to like do any other extracurricular activities, we had to be in what was called mixed choir. And I enjoyed choir, so I chose concert choir. But our senior year, our director allowed us to play, do something else outside of choir. And so I chose track and field, and I did shot put in this. So that was pretty cool. Training with the track stars. I never was a star, but the training was cool. That's where I discovered my love for running, when I was on the track team, when I trained with the track team. So I enjoyed that. And then like a few years ago, our company picnic, we had like, you know how they have different sports and stuff. And somebody asked me to play on the soccer team. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Never played soccer, never watched soccer, knew nothing about soccer. But the night before, listen, honey, I went on YouTube, watched a couple videos, watched a few lessons on how to play soccer. The next day, do you know our team came in second place? And don't play me, I was not on the bench. Like, I played the entire game. So YouTube is where it's at. You can learn how to do anything on YouTube. You can build a car on YouTube. Like, no joke. What is your favorite book? So, like I said, once again, not a favorite person. But if I had to say a favorite book, I would have to say Redeeming Love by Francis Rivers is one that comes to mind. That actually is the story of Hosea in the Bible. And it just talks about Christ, the representation of Christ and his love for the church. Let me tell y'all, that book had me snotting, crying. Like, I got so many tear stains on them pages. As a matter of fact, I think I probably have read that book twice, if I'm not mistaken. So if you can get your hands on that book, I would suggest that one. As well as right now, I'm reading Visioneering by Andy Stanley. And that's a good one too. I really like that one. So if I had to say favorite book, I would say Redeeming Love by Francis Rivers. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? So I really didn't start watching YouTubers until I thought about getting on YouTube. I will have to say Shamelessly Maya. She's a good one. I like watching her because she does her tech talks. And they give me a lot of pointers and, you know, how to YouTube, how to make your videos better, how to do backdrops and all that stuff. So lately I've been watching her. What is your favorite movie? Once again, I don't have a favorite movie, but the ones that I do enjoy watching: Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, Love and Basketball. Are you single or taken? I'm single, cause I'm single. What's your idea of the ideal first date? Y'all, I have always said, if a guy wants me to say yes to his proposal, take me to the bookstore. Like, oh my gosh, I know y'all probably think she whack. No, y'all. Do you know how many like conversations can be birthed from the bookstore? Do you know, like, a world of topics to talk about? And they got food. Like, if you go to the Barnes and Nobles, they got food. They got dessert. You can get cheesecake. It's like you at the Cheesecake Factory. Like, oh my gosh. Take me to the bookstore and I will love you long time. How many boyfriends have you had? So I've had one boyfriend my entire life. And that's just because I am very intentional about just who I spend my time with and who I hang out with. Everything in my life I try to do with a purpose. So if I don't see anything like moving forward with you, or if I know, and I'm the type of person, I can look at you. You never have to open your mouth. I can look at you and tell whether you're a person that I'm going to vibe or rock with. So I just don't really spend a whole lot of wasteless, useless time with people. Listen, I could take myself out to eat, and I would prefer to take myself out because at least I know I like myself. I ain't trying to be stabbing in the dark, trying to figure out if I like you or not, and then I don't like you, and here I am sitting up at a dinner with somebody I don't like, trying to figure out what to say and all that stuff. No, thank you. I'll pay for my own dinner. Favorite memory from childhood. So I would have to say when we would go and visit my grandmothers. So I have a grandmother who used to live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and then my grandmother that lived in Memphis, Tennessee with me. And they were just so hilarious. Like, I enjoy older people. Like, I enjoy their wisdom and just, they're just so funny. Like, my grandmother in Baton Rouge would beg our parents to let us come visit in the summer times. And then once we get there, she would be like, oh, I can't wait till y'all mammies come get you. But wait, like, why my mama gotta be a mammy? Like, why she just can't be a mama? And then my grandmother in Memphis, we would go and hang out. We would hang out at her house a lot because it was not too far from our school. So sometimes she would pick us up from school when I was in middle school. And so it was so funny. Like, she would let us pretty much do whatever we wanted to do. We would play in her attic. We would go outside and play in the garage. Like, she just would let us do whatever. But it was like, she would always say, we would laugh a lot. Like, we were really silly. And she was like, why y'all cackling like some chess cats? Wait a minute. Number one, what is cackling? Help me out, Granny. Number two, what is a chess cat? I don't really know. Number three, like, we can't have joy. Like, I thought the word of the Lord said that, you know, he wants to be filled with joy. Like, we can't laugh. Like, come on. So that really, those were the times that I enjoyed as a child, spending time with my grandmother's house, and just spending time with my grandmothers. Do you speak any different languages, and how well? So, I mean, I speak English, of course, and then the next language, I would have to say I speak a little I think that's a little in Spanish. I speak Espanol, porca. I took Latin when I was in high school, so Latin is not a spoken language, and I mean, I could use it for the origin of a word, but nothing really I can use it now. But other than that, no, just a little bit of Spanish, just a little bit. That's about it. Do you have any siblings? So yes, I have a brother, a younger brother, and that he is the child of my mother and my father together. And then my dad has 4 other children outside of my brother and I. So there is a total of 6 of us from my dad, and then my mom has 2. How would you describe your fashion sense? So I guess I would say that I don't really know, because I'm not a person that really likes trends. Like, I like just what I like. I don't really, like, don't get me wrong, I like to be cute, honey. But I'm not the type of person where what everybody else is doing, I gotta do. Like, when combat boots came out, like, I don't have a pair of combat boots. They, you know, I don't really know. Like, I would say that I'm probably a classic person. Like, I love a crisp white button up. Give me a crisp white button up any day. Like, I love it. A classic black pump. Yes. Everything. All of my world. Like, I love it. So I guess I could say that my fashion sense would be one that likes classic pieces. I'm not like one of them trendy people that got to have a new outfit every day and can't repeat nothing. Absolutely not. I don't have the coin for that. And even if I did, I don't have the energy for that. Listen, I'm gonna be cute. Don't you worry about that. But I'm just not into all the trends and stuff. It's too much. It's too much to try to keep up with. I do what I want. And what I want is what I like. And that's what I do. What is your favorite restaurant? I don't really have a favorite restaurant. I do like And Pizza. That's a pizza place here in the DMV. I like Copper Canyon because of their bread pudding. Don't sleep on their bread pudding. And then I also like Mike's American Grill for their Aussie rolls. But I just recently heard that Mike's American Grill's bread pudding is better than Copper Canyon's bread pudding. So I'm about to have to try that out because I didn't think anybody could beat Copper Canyon's bread pudding. And listen, I'm not a bread pudding person. I used to think like bread pudding was old people's dessert, like who eat bread pudding, like people who don't have teeth. But once I tried that thing, honey, let me tell you, baby, don't you sleep on it. All of your life, it's just gonna give it to you. That bread pudding from Copper Canyon. What are some of your favorite TV shows? And honestly, I'm gonna have to say none because I don't watch TV. I just don't have the attention span for it, number one. Number two, it's not really anything on TV really to watch. When I did watch TV, I watched reality shows. But even now, the reality shows aren't real. Like they stage everything. Like, why do you feel like you need to stage your haircut? Like, I mean, you know you're going to have to get your hair cut. So why are you sitting in a barbershop while the people just brushing your hair and you talking to somebody? Like, what is the purpose? So yeah, I don't have any favorite TV shows. PC or Mac? I'm going to have to say Mac only because that's what I have. I used to have a PC, but after a while it stopped working, and then to get it fixed was a lot of money. And so I've always heard that Macs last a long time, and although they are expensive, you'll get your money's worth. So I do like my Mac. I like the things that it allows me to do. So for now, I'm gonna have to say Mac. What phone do you have, iOS or Android? And actually, I have an Android. I have a Galaxy Note 5. So where this comes into play is because although I like Macs, I also like Android's platform. So I like what both platforms give me. I like what Android provides as well as I like what iOS provides. iOS provides. And so I don't want, listen, don't try to monopolize my stuff. Don't tell me what I have to do. So that's why I have both. Like, I'm not a conformer. I'm not of this world. And this world will tell you that you have to choose. And I'm rebelling and saying, no, you don't. You can do whatever you want to do. And what I want to do is have an Android phone and a MacBook. Who gonna check me, boo? And then the last question is, tell us one of your bad habits. One of my bad habits, oh my gosh, y'all. So I do not respond to text messages and emails. Like, I respond in my mind. So I'll get a text message, and sometimes I'll even speak out loud the text message and don't respond and never send it. Or I'll get an email, read it, because I don't like, that's the thing, I don't like to see those notifications. So I will remove those notifications and an attempt to go back later to respond and never go back and respond. Y'all, please forgive me. So if you get a text message from me, or if you send me a text message or email or group me or whatever and I don't respond, it's probably because I did in my mind and you just didn't know I did it. So y'all, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was long, but I did want to let you guys get to know a little bit more about who Tiffani is and what she is made up of. So that's a little bit about me. Thanks so much. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and connect with me on social media.